Kind of dark. Let me see. Let me try to brighten this up in here. Y'all know y'all niece back, right? Hey guys, and welcome to Haunted Storytime, where the stories are true, but the characters are fan, family, and friends. Now, if you're new to my page, please hit that subscribe button that's at the corner of this video, and also hit that bell button so you can be notified when I go live or drop a video. Now, if you're a part of the replay game, please don't forget to close the door. And when I say close the door, that means thumbs up the live. So please thumbs up the live. And if you're a part of the replay game and you would like to be added to Storytime, y'all already know, just send y'all tips through the super thanks below this video. That's the heart with the dollar sign in it. And boom, you're in Storytime. So, go turn that light on. I think I need to turn that light on.
Yeah, because I was black.
Hey, can y'all see me now? Can y'all see me now? All right, let me go say hey to everybody. Hey, Kay, thank you for closing the door. I seen you was the first one here, and you closed the door. Some of your relatives, it got kind of mixed up with them. But hey, Kay. Hey, Cherry Blossom. Hey, August. Hey, Trucker. You're going to be in the story tonight. Just to let you know, are we recklessly driving or are we parked? Let me know. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, let me... How many times have I told y'all about changing your name? Like, really? How many times? And here we go again. Louisiana Cajun girl, I'm so done. Hey, bitch, I'm so done. Hey, Daisy and Keisha. Oh, make my elbow itch. Hey, Regina. Hey, Tay. Hey, Reese. Hey, PT. Marcus. Let's see. Oh, when you was gonna be in a story tonight. But okay, we'll see you when we get down with your exams. Be a part of the replay gang. Hey, Naomi. Thank you, Miss T. Thank you, Cherry Blossom. Yes, tell them to close the door. Hey, Chastain. Hey, Strawberry. Hey, China. Yes, Miss T. I got you, love. Thank you, Miss T. Okay, I understand you can't stay. Catch me on the replay game, love. Okay, Trucker, that means don't touch your phone. You listening, you not driving, you driving, you not listening, okay? Don't have no accidents. You listening to auntie, don't touch that phone for nothing. Unless you're gonna send your auntie a tip, but then you gotta pull over and do that, okay? Hey Evelyn, hey Aunt Evelyn, my buttercup. Hey Step. I know, right? Tay. Here we go. Every time I see this new name, it just makes it makes up under my eyelid itch just seeing this new name right now. Like it's aggravating as hell. But hey family, see you later, Miss T. Hey family, and welcome to Story Time. Yes, Story Time. Y'all officially have 4 minutes to get everything you need. I mean everything you need. This is the time when you go to the bathroom. If you got to piss, if you got to do number 2, you might as well hold it for about an hour, honey. It ain't gonna kill you. It might kill you. So you might want to put me on your phone and take my phone, take your phone in the bathroom, but don't make no sounds, no make no faces. We don't want to see none of that shit in the living room, okay? Everybody else, this is the time you get your cake, your snacks, your pies, your cookies, your shot glasses, your wine tumblers, your twisties, everything you need for story time. Put your coochie critters in a room with SpongeBob on the TV, get their ass a juice box and a bag of chips and tell them don't bother you for an hour. Y'all get 2 stories tonight. I'm going to give y'all 2 fire-ass stories tonight. Probably gonna make your asshole pucker, but y'all will be okay because y'all used to this shit. I missed you too, sweetie. You almost washed your hands, bitch. Go wash your hands. Ew. Bitch, if I ever meet you in person, I mean, if I ever come across your ass in the A, bitch, I'm not gonna shake your hand, bitch. We gonna air hug. We gonna air hug. I ain't touching them fingers. I wouldn't touch them fingers if I was hanging off a damn cliff and I needed help to be pulled up on this cliff, bitch, and you had that hand out for me. A bitch will hold her breath and let go. I swear I hold my breath and let go before I grab them nasty ass hands. I swear I will. I just gone like, Jesus, take the wheel, and I'm letting go. Because at that point, honey, I'd rather die than touch them nasty ass fingers. You ain't washed them fingers in 2 years, bitch. 2 years you've been on YouTube hollering about how you ain't washed your fucking hands. I would rather slap concrete going a million miles a motherfucking minute from 1,000 feet in the goddamn sky before I grab onto your arm for safety. Your arm, your hands. Because I know if your hands ain't washed, your ass smell like, oh my God. So I wouldn't be grabbing on no parts of you, bitch. I'd probably kick your ass into a tub with a bar soap, bitch, and hope you don't come out until somebody figure out what the fuck is going on with your body cavities, because that's crazy. Hey, B, so you just got here. What the hell? Where's my nephew? Did y'all see my nephew? Where the hell my nephew at? Oh, he got shit. He got like, oh, wait. Oh, he funny. He thought this shit was a game. I promise you, if he ain't got one of the greatest excuses in the world, I ain't gonna want to hear it. I promise you, I ain't gonna want to hear it. I ain't even gonna want to hear it. You just got back from walking? That's what's up. Walk for me too. I've been trying to walk too. Yeah, you see that phone? He clearly knows it's me. Mm-hmm. All righty, guys. We got 1 more minute. Thank you, Naomi. I'm so for real, girl. I'm so for real. I'm so serious, bitch. I'm so for real. I die first. A bitch go to the upper room before I grab Sweet Tea hands. I promise you I will. I promise you. And wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even be mad about it. I'd be like, Jesus, this was the only safe way to get here. Because if I'd have touched that girl's hands before I fell and I came up here to see you, it'd be COVID running rampant in heaven right now. So it was the only way to save everybody in heaven. Self-sacrifice gonna automatically get me into heaven. And I just sacrificed myself. So everybody in heaven when have your nasty ass, booty fingers, COVID bringing, Yeah, you late. Thank you for the hearts. Yes. Alrighty, guys, we're about to get ready to start this story time. It is time to start. I hope you don't put your coochie critters in the room. I don't want no excuses. I hope you done did everything you need to do. I hope you stop by the ATM, get your auntie some tip money, because the bitch don't do this shit for free. Okay? So, I'm like a bartender around this bitch. If you want your shots, tip the bartender. Okay? We know how this go. Now, Just to let you guys know, if you want to be included in story time, there are 3 ways you can be included in story time. Now, the first way you can be included in story time is by joining the family. Now, joining the family is a membership. The smallest package I have is $1.99 a month, bitch. It's $1.99 a month. It's baller budgetable. It's cheaper than ice cream money. It's cheaper than your lashes stitches. It's cheaper than blunt change. All that good shit. It's not gonna kill you to join the family. Plus, if you don't want to end up sharing a room with dick in the booty ass finger sweet tea, bitch, you might want to jump in and get in soon, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck with this unsanitary ass bitch. So, and don't blame me for it because I warned you ahead of time. Also, there's the second way you can be a part of story time. Any tip over $10 will automatically get you put in story time. Now, this tip can come through Cash App, it can come through YouTube, however, whichever, it's on you. It doesn't matter to me. The only difference is the Cash App, stickers come with a little shit talking to the last person that put a tip out. That's it, just a little shit talking. We all family. It's all in love. So ain't nobody gonna get mad about that shit. Oh well. Okay. And last but not least, the final way you can become in these story time is got to come in biggest tipper. Now, biggest tipper starts off at $35. Anybody that starts off at $35 and somebody comes over them and somebody comes over them and so forth and so on. And whoever had the biggest tip at the end of the night will be included in 3 back-to-back story time. Say it with me, sweet tea, because I know your punk ass can't count. 1, no, bitch. 1, 2, 3. Right, 3 back-to-back fucking story time. So that's how that go. That's how you can be included in story time and how you can become a character in these stories. Now, if you guys are ready, where I get my shirt from, girl? I got it from Temu. Yeah. It's a woman that when my feet hit the floor each morning, the devil say, oh shit, she's up. Because that's exactly how he feel about a bitch. Because that's exactly how I feel about her. So, the feeling is mutual. We understand. We got a mutual understanding. No, we don't fuck with each other. So he ain't mad. I ain't mad. I can wear his name on the shirt. He can probably put my name on the shirt. However you want to fucking do it, it don't matter to me. Anyway, we're about to get ready to start these story times. So if you got everything you need, you ready to start these story times. Come on, give them thumbs, give them thumbs, give them thumbs. Now I need 2 thumbs from you like Kevin Gates around this bitch. I need 2 thumbs. That means a thumbs up of the live and a thumbs in the chat to let me know you are ready to go with these first fucking stories. Come on, come on, come on, come on. How long does it take your package to come from Temu? About a week and a half. I ordered tons of shit. About a week and a half. I love they little shirts like this, honey. On Father's Day, get what I wore. Get what shirt I wore on Father's Day for all the men to see. I love my husband, but sometimes I just want to square up. And I wore it out to the restaurant, and I didn't give a damn. And every man that looked at me had a side eye. And every woman that looked at me was like, bitch. That's exactly how I fit. Exactly. I was hated on Father's Day. I ain't give a damn. Oh, well, they want to celebrate me. Give it a thumbs, y'all. Hi, Sherelle. You are running a little late. I was about to start story time. All right, moderators. It look like I got Kay and Tay in here. Saying like Suki is somewhere she ain't supposed to be, probably on her knees with a ball, with jaws for the balls, but it's okay because that's what she do. So, Tay, I'm gonna need you to about to go out the door. Kay, I'm gonna need you to keep up on these names. We're about to get ready to start this story time. Like to hear it goes. Our first story has Reese, Step, and Miss D. Are you ladies in the building? Reese, Step, and Miss D. Tay, you know if anybody show up late, you already let them know. I'm going to need my doctor's excuse. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to need that. Right, that's a good question. Where he at? Probably somewhere eating ass, but it's all good. I'm going to get his ass when we get off the live. Don't worry. He'll show up tomorrow. Booty all on his breath and all. He gonna show it tomorrow. Come and get that ass. Okay. Yes, we can see your comments, Ty. Yes, Step is in the building. Reese's in the building. Miss D, where you at? Please, Miss D, please don't tell me you're on your knees somewhere. If you're on your knees somewhere, please be praying. Please don't be doing what your younger cousins be out here doing when they on their knees, because the damn show ain't praying. Please, Miss D. Please, Miss D, don't tell me you out here. I can't even picture it. I don't want to picture it. Hey, Ty. Nah, she at Bible study. I'll take that. Thank you, Jesus. I'll take that because, Auntie mine to get to run and I call her parents, tell her parents some real reckless shit. All right, guys. So, Miss D, I guess she'll be part of the replay game. Okay. All righty, we're about to get ready to start this story time. Like I said, our story has Reese, Step, and Miss D. I hope you ladies like the story because I like to hear. Here it goes. Now I know all of you guys because y'all are horror fanatics, supernatural, paranormal type motherfuckers like your auntie. I know y'all done all heard of the Lizzie Borden house. We've all heard of Lizzie Borden house. Of course, we've all heard of Lizzie Borden house. So of course, this story has something to do with the Lizzie Borden house. Now, Reese, Step, and Miss D were just like we were, fucking paranormal activity type motherfuckers. Everything ghost, everything about it. That's how they were. So by them being a part of this shit, being so wrapped up in this shit, they was involved in like paranormal chat rooms and people that's into the same shit that they into. So they was in this chat room, and when they was in this chat room, Reese throws out in the chat room that she wanted to go see the Lizzie Borden house because her parents went to the Lizzie Borden house back in the day, and for some strange reason they could not make it one night in the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast. So she said she thinks she should go. She wanted to go there and, maybe haunted. They allow people to rent rooms there. So she wanted to go. Now, of course, when she put that out there, she said this shit. Step had always heard about, the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast, but she never really put too much weight onto it because she said it was so many conflicting stories about that whole little situation with people saying they was, scared and something happened. So she really didn't put no weight into this whole little scenario, but she was curious on if the shit was really haunted or not. Now, Miss D, on the other hand, worked for a magazine. She worked for a small magazine. Their little magazine has a little puff piece that they put in the magazine. They always talk about paranormal. Are ghosts real? Do you think ghosts are real? Little shit like that. So when they met up on this little chat forum, and they started speaking about it, of course, everybody was down. So they decided to go into a private chat room and discuss, what Reese family, her mom and dad experienced, the stories and the backstories and shit that, Step had heard. And of course, Miss D sitting around like, yeah, I mean, I believe in ghosts. I don't think it's any ghosts at, the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast, like everybody say. So they ended up discussing it, and they came to a conclusion that they was going to go spend the weekend at the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast. Now, they all come from different states and they drive to this location. They all meet up in, around 2, 4 o'clock, between the hours of 2 and 4 o'clock. They go in, they check in and everything. After they check in, they call each other, hey, let's go have something to eat. They go meet at a local diner, sit down and eat and discuss their plan for investigating the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast. Now, when they get down there, Reese shows them these blurry pictures that her dad supposedly took, when he was there of like ghosts and things like that. But Miss D quickly debunked them pictures. She was like, no, that's not what it was. And then, of course, Step comes out with all the research and information that she's gathered on this whole little situation with Lizzie Borden, the house, the bed and breakfast, the history. She's gathered all this together. So they sitting down at the table and they eating, they talking all this over and discussing how they going to go about investigating the bed and breakfast tonight. So they sit there a couple of hours. They come to a conclusion. They got the plan together. They're going to execute it tonight. They get up. They go back to the bed and breakfast. As they get to the bed and breakfast and they walk into the door, there's a lady standing at the front desk. So they come in and they ask her, is it okay if we investigate the hotel for ghosts? Now, the woman at the front desk tells them, no, I don't think that's a good idea. And of course, Reese's like, why? Because there's ghosts running around everywhere. And Miss D's like, ain't no damn ghosts running around. Have you seen a ghost since you've been here? Ain't no damn ghosts running around here. And the lady was like, I just suggest you don't bother them and they won't bother you. So Miss D like, what do you mean by that? Step like, you heard what the fuck she said. You don't bother them, they won't bother you. Miss D says again, what do you mean by that? So the lady just looks at them and she says, if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. If you want a good, peaceful sleep tonight, don't go looking for anything. Don't bother them, they won't bother you, period. Miss D chuckles about that shit. She thinks it's funny. Okay, so they pay you to say that, right? Okay, you good. You good. You good. You almost had me. You good. And the lady just looked at Miss D like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So she like, please don't be investigating the hotel. Don't stir up no trouble here. Just go to your room, get some sleep like you're supposed to do at a normal hotel. Like, don't bring that bullshit in here. That's basically what she told them. And Miss D and Reese still looked at the lady and they were like, yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. And they walks upstairs, and when they get upstairs, of course that fucking plan was out of the window with what she was talking about. Fuck she talking about? We ain't gonna investigate. Oh, we gonna fucking investigate. We came here to investigate. So they decided, like, look, when it get a little darker, we gonna come out and, you know what I'm saying, we gonna investigate. We just can't get caught. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cool. So Reese, Steph, and Miss D, they all go in their room, wait till about 7:45. It's getting dark outside. You know what I'm saying? Peek their heads out the door, don't see really nobody walking the hallways. They come on out. And they come on out. They start walking down the hallway. They started entering rooms that said, do not enter. They started opening doors that said, do not open, just to see what they can find in this fucking area. Now they go around this hotel, like darting in and out of doorways, trying not to be caught and seen by staff or nothing while they doing this shit for like 2 hours. And they don't come up on shit. They don't find nothing. So they meet back up in the hallway at their rooms, and it's like, this shit was a bust. Well, we ain't gonna say it's a bust. We'll try again tomorrow. Let's just try again tomorrow. Okay, cool. So Miss D was like, look, tomorrow morning we're gonna get up, we're gonna eat breakfast. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be everybody up walking around, people checking out and shit like that. So we're gonna wait out the checkout and then we're gonna hit it up again. Reese and Miss D, and they were like, okay, cool. So they go into their room. They get in their room to lay down for the night. Around like 9:45, Reese wakes up because she's hearing children chanting, Lizzie Borden, Lizzie Borden, Lizzie Borden. And she sits up and she looks around. It's completely dark in her room. All she can really see is the light that's coming from up under the hotel door from the hallway. So she can hear these kids. It's like they standing around her fucking bed. She's in the center of her bed. She can hear these kids chanting, Lizzie Borden, hitting the foot of the bed. Boom. Boom, chanting the same thing. Lizzie Borden, Lizzie Borden. And while she's going through that, Steps in her room freezing. All of a sudden, it gets cold as fuck in her room. It's so cold, it wakes her up like, damn, I don't remember cutting the air on. So she sits up like, shit is cold in here. And she looks over towards the thermostat because her room is completely dark too. She looks over towards the thermostat and she sees what looked like a figure of a person pacing back and forth in front of her hotel room door, but they on the inside of the room. She can see the light disappearing as they walk back and forth in front of her hotel room door inside her room. She sees this figure moving and this shit is just pacing back and forth, back and forth. Scares the shit out of her, but she's just like looking. She's scared. She don't know what to do. Miss D, she in her room sleeping real good. Oh, things are going just good. She done rolled over and found her a nice little spot on the pillow. Goddamn, get more comfortable because she having a good time sleeping. Oh, well, that ass is jolted out of her bed by somebody screaming in her ear. It sounds like a woman screaming at the top of her lungs as if you was asleep and a motherfucker got right here and screamed as loud as they fucking could in your ear. She jolted out of her fucking sleep. Screams were just going on. She got her ears covered. Even covering her ears is not drowning out the loud screeching screams that is going on in this room. And it's like the screams are coming from everywhere, every direction, like from this side of the bed, that side of the bed. She's looking in front of her. Screams are coming from everywhere. All of this shit is going on. And the screams are getting louder and louder and louder until the point where she can't deal. Just like the chanting in the room with Reese, Lizzie Borden. This shit is getting louder and louder to the point where they can't fucking deal. They got their hands over their ears. They don't know what the fuck going on. They just don't know what the fuck to do. Now, Step in the other room. She's looking at this goddamn figure walking back and forth in front of her door. Now, her eyes have adjusted to the dark, and she's looking at this fucking figure walk back and forth, back and forth. So she gets the balls and she says, hello? And when she says hello, this figure stops. The head snaps towards her. The figure pulls its arms up, and it rushes the fucking bed where Step at. Step jump out the bed. Oh, hell no. She jumped straight out the bed, haul ass to the hotel room door. She snatched the door open. When she got in the hallway, Reese and Miss D standing in the hallway looking at the hotel room door. The fuck? They can't breathe. They all out of breath. They scared as fuck. They don't know what to do. Step hollering about the bitches in my room. She's in my room. The bitches in my room. She's trying to fucking scalp me. She's in my room. And they looking all scared at each other like, fuck that. They gathered they shit up out of that room as fast as they ran back in them rooms, grabbed all they shit, and they come rushing down the stairs before it's even 12 a.m. the day they checked in. They come rushing down the stairs, full fucking speed. And they get to the goddamn front counter, and the lady's just standing there. Same lady that warned their ass earlier today. She's just standing there looking at their ass. And they looking all frightened, breathing hard, looking all behind them up the stairs. Yes, I like to check out. Lady like, so soon? Yes, right now. She just smirking at their ass while they standing there trying to rush her. Hurry up. Can you hurry up? Hurry up. They watching the stairs and shit. Hurry up. Please hurry up. And the lady is just like standing there slowly taking her time, getting shit, you know what I'm saying? Stamping shit. You know what I'm saying? Reese was like, please hurry up. And she stamps their shit and everything. Your keys, can I get your key? They threw their little keys on the counter. Here you go, get the damn keys. I ain't have nothing charged in my room. I should be good. I don't need no receipt. I'm good. And they are rushing to get their ass up out of this hotel as fast as they can. And as they are right about to go out the fucking door, you can hear the lady. She's laughing. And they like, stop. And she's like, I told you, you don't bother us, we don't bother you. And they instantly spun their head around and looked back, and they watched that bitch fade away, giggling at them, like fading. And she was just gone. They looked at each other. Oh, hell no. They took off full fucking speed out the front door, dropped half their shoe, clothes they brought with them. No, we're not wasting no time. They jumped in them cars, got the fuck on. They were done. We done. I don't even need the whole weekend. I'm through. Jumped right in the fucking car, pulled the hell off. Never been back to the boarding house bed and breakfast again. Ever. Miss D ended up telling, a couple of her colleagues about what happened at the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast and everything. And of course, they didn't believe her. They didn't believe that shit. But she invited them. She's like, you're more than welcome to go out there and see for your fucking self. All I can say is, don't bother the goddamn ghosts if you want to sleep. Don't bother the fucking ghosts. They won't bother you. So I think they learned their lesson by, putting their nose in business that didn't fucking belong to them. They had to find out the hard way, but they found out. They fucked around and they found out. So, yeah, they didn't have wasn't no more jumping on these paranormal sites. I done seen everything I need to see. I believe. I'm good. I'm a believer. Skepticism will go on out the fucking door. When this bitch ran at me with an axe, I was done. So, yeah. That was your first story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your bartender. And meet me back here in 3 minutes for the last story of the night. So, you guys are more than welcome to go over to the Lizzie Borden house and see how that works out for you. Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast, see how that works out for you. I don't know how, it will work out, but I'm not willing to go see. Who's whistling? Why are you doing it? That's rude as fuck. New app I got, look. It's a new app for you to whistle. Look. What's the standing ovation or something? Round of applause. What the fuck? Okay.
So when I lose my phone, I can just
clap. But you gotta set that shit up before you lose it. Look how you just had to go through that. You could just
because it's a tap to activate, right?
You gotta tap to activate. But if you can't find that shit, how you gonna tap it?
No, I'm saying like before you use it, you let like.
So before you wake up in the morning, you hit your tap so it'll be activated. So whenever you lose it throughout the day,
I can just. Okay. Hey family, I haven't even got my little intermission break. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? I wasn't here for a while, I know.
I don't know, sweetie. Reese said, did you enjoy your trip? Reese and Step Miss D, I hope you ladies enjoyed your story.
Let me tell y'all.
Oh, God.
Guess what? Y'all know I got lost in New York. I got lost.
That's what happened. That's what happened, Reese. You want to know? That's what happened. She got lost in New York.
I got lost. And if y'all want... Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Step.
If y'all want me to, I can post a YouTube video about it.
Yeah, go do that. Go post YouTube about it.
No. I have to...
Got 1 minute left.
I missed y'all.
Reese like, oh, my God. Right.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't going to see y'all ever again. But look at me now.
She actually pulled her home alone, and that's how she ended up getting lost in New York. It was so funny. So you know how Kevin got lost at home and got left the second time on their way to New York. He stopped in the airport to put the batteries in that shit, and when he looked up, the family was gone. She slipped out of her shoe in Times Square. And she stopped to put it back on and didn't let nobody notice she was stopping to put it back on. When she looked up,
they're slow walkers. They were slow walkers. They walked 1.5 miles.
Tay, I only have one Cash App, and that's Miss T.
Y'all.
All right, so I got to get the last story out, and you can put the rest of it on your channel. I'm pretty sure they're gonna watch it and go, put the plug in the chat.
Okay.
All righty, guys. The last story of the night. You guys are ready? If you guys are back and you are ready, did you read them off? Had SDS, huh? No, I mean that was it. It was just Miss T. Ain't no reading them off. It's nobody but Miss T. Tay. It's only one Cash App. No tips for the bartender. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I know this last one ain't gonna do it because they never tip at the end of the second story time. So yeah, that's probably gonna be the only one for the night. All righty, guys. Are you guys ready for the last story of the night? Go ahead and give it those thumbs. Give it those thumbs. Give it those thumbs. I haven't gotten anything. Step. Wait a minute. I thought you said thank you for your verbally. Like, give me a second. Okay, I see it now. Thank you, Miss T. Thank you, Reese. It's okay. Tay is Miss T, Reese, Step, and Chastain. Chastain, like for heck. Every time she do this shit, I be thinking about. Tell your father, I said I be thinking when she said that shit. She like for hey. Oh yes, I thank you too. Thank you, Step. My phone lagging like a motherfucker. It's okay though. It'll live. All right, guys. Y'all ready for the last story of the night? Give them thumbs. Give them thumbs. Give it those thumbs. Give it those thumbs. I need them thumbs. I need them thumbs. Now the last one the other night gonna have a lot of gonna have like 6 people in it. I had to because they have a lot of people in their story, so I had to make it 6 people. She's about throw them. Oh my goodness. All right, so the last story has Chastain, Miss D, Tasha, Marcus, Nino, and Trucker. Yes, those are our 6 characters tonight. So are you guys here? I have Tasha, Miss D, Chastain, Marcus, Nino, Trucker. Touch Journey, this is my channel, y'all. That's Touch, y'all. Yeah. Hey, J-Bo. Yeah, you like. I know, Kay. It's a lot of. I know it'll make sense when when I start. All righty, are y'all ready? All righty. So the last story of the night, like to hear. Here we go. Now, Tasha, Miss D, and Chastain was all sisters. They was bad as hell. Thank you, Dion. They were all sisters. They was bad as hell. And their boyfriends was just as bad as them. Trucker, Nino, Marcus was just as bad as them. Now, one day, Tasha, Miss D, and Chastain came home from school, and they was in the house. And of course, they invited their boyfriends over because their mom was late coming home from work. She called and said she was gonna be late, so they invited them over. Now, Marcus, Trucker, and they come over, and they over for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mom Dukes pull up to come home, and the old lady across the street flags her down. Hey, love, I need to speak with you. Can you come here for a second? So, of course, they mom get out the car, park the car, get out the car. She comes, she goes over to the old lady across the street and she speaks with her. And the old lady across the street tells her, it was 3 young men in your house with your daughters today. They was in there for a long time, too. I seen them creep out the back right before you pulled up. I'm talking about just straight snitched on Tasha Chastain with the air like it was nobody business. She go up. So, of course, they mama come over to the house and she like, what? She goes over to the house and she snaps. She snaps on Tasha, Miss D, Chastain, grab their asses for a month apiece. Oh, y'all have these goddamn boys in my house? She snaps on their ass. And of course they tried to lie. No, we did. No, we did. Your goddamn lie. Cause the old lady across the street told me y'all had them in here. Y'all snuck them out right before I got home. Like, it just went down in the house. And of course, Chastain, Tasha, and Miss D didn't like that shit. Oh, they was pissed. Oh, they was heated. Mom said we grounded. We can't do it but go to school and come home. Oh, they was pissed. So they went to school the next day. And they tell Marcus, Nino, and Trucker. They let them know what happened. Oh, bitch across the street told our mama, y'all was in the house. And now she don't fucking grounded us. So they like, wow, that bitch really snitched. Wow. So they made a big deal out of it. So when it was time to come home, Tasha, Miss D, and Chastain came home. And they decided they were going to go check the old bitch across the street. So they come home and they go up to her door and they knock on the door. Like, Tasha knocks on the door. Knock. Old lady don't come to the door. Chastain get pissed off, start kicking the door. Bitch, boom, boom, boom. Old lady comes to the door. She snatches the door open, and before Chastain can say a fucking word, she eats Chastain ass up. She goes in on Chastain, man. Oh, they became fast ass whores with little boys in the house. Oh, she chewed their asses out. And Chastain was trying to get back, but she was eating Chastain ass up and spitting her out left and right. Now, while she going in on all their asses, but mainly Chastain, because Chastain is the one that's trying to be disrespectful and talk shit back. Tasha and Miss D looks around the old lady and they notice she got a lot of valuable shit in her house. Like, oh, she must be rich because she got a lot of it. Now, she got a big house and they notice they see like a lot of valuable shit in her house. So after she get through snapping and shit and she goes, oh, she slammed the door in their face. Chastain don't go on across the street. They go home. They pissed. How dare that bitch talk to us like that? They go off. Oh, welcome to the family. Well, thank you for coming back to the family, Isha. We knew you'd find your way home, girl. We left the light on for you. So they go back home and they pissed. They highly pissed off about this shit. You know what I'm saying? They mad as fuck, but they in the house. They can't do shit about it. Can't say nothing to the old lady. You gonna go over there and fight her? They can't do shit about it, but they were mad as hell. Now, while they in the house watching TV, waiting on Mom Duke to come home, and she come rush in the house. She throw a briefcase to the side, and she like, oh my God, the lady across the street. And she run back out the house with the door and close the door behind her. So, of course, they get her like, what the fuck she talking about? And they go outside on the porch, and it's police and ambulances, and, their mama's running down there, sprinting to the neighbors and the police to find out what the fuck going on across the street. So, Chastain, Tasha, and Miss D sitting on the porch, watching everything go on. And then suddenly they seen a body bag on the gurney come rolled out their house. They looked at each other like, that what that bitch get for putting her nose in our motherfucking business. See what being nose will get you. See what I'm saying? And they just sat there and looked at that shit. And their mama come back upstairs. She was all upset. Oh my God, I can't believe she passed. I just talked to her the other day. This is crazy. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? She all hurt by that shit. So she tell them, we going to the funeral. And they like, we ain't going to no damn funeral for that lady. She like, we going to the fucking funeral. Y'all going to the funeral. All right, whatever, man. So the next day they go to school and they tell Nino, Marcus, and Trucker, like, look, the old bitch that snitched on us across the street died last night. Nino and them like, what? Like, hell yeah, she died last night. But that ain't the thing. Look, that bitch got so much valuable shit in her house, man. Like, she got so much shit worth money in that house. I think we should just go over there, get some of that shit out, take it to the pawn shop, and make us some money. And Marcus and Nino and Trucker were looking at each other like, shit, I mean, she did say they lady dead, so we ain't got to worry about nobody really coming in there kitchen us, no shit like that. Chastain was pissed. She like, yeah, I think we need to go over there, get her shit. She ain't gonna need it. They all discussing that shit, and then, just listening, like, man, I don't know, man, Chastain, I don't know if we should do that shit. Chastain instantly snap. Oh, really? So what? Oh, so you pick the day to turn into a punk ass bitch, you and your little friends? Instantly, Marcus like, watch your motherfucking mouth. Trucker like, Nino, get your bitch. Get your bitch, please, Nino. And Nino like, shut up, Chastain. Ain't nobody fucking scared. I'm just saying. So Tasha like, man, we gonna do this shit, knock y'all down. They like, hell yeah, we down. So they like, bet. So they walking on home. As they been in the corner to get ready to hit their street, Tasha like, stop. So everybody stop. She turned around. She like, fuck, mama at home. What the fuck she doing at home? She's supposed to be at work. Miss D like, this person, she's supposed to be at fucking work. Man, she at fucking home. Look. So they peek around the corner and they see their mama car in the driveway. Fuck, man. Like, how the fuck we supposed to do the plan if mama at home? You know, that bitch probably counting the seconds down until we walk in the fucking house and we can't go nowhere. We grounded. Man, what the fuck, man? Like, why the fuck she at home? Like, they pissed. So Nino don't like, shit, I guess we can't do it. Then Tasha was like, yeah, we can. Like, look, this what we gonna do. We going home. And then y'all three going over there. And Trucker was like, skirt, pump your fucking brakes. What you mean? Like, y'all going home and we going over there. Like, what the fuck? No, we didn't sign up for this shit. Y'all, this was y'all plan. How the hell y'all get to sit at home and we gotta go over there and do this shit? Like, what? No, like, if we go to jail, y'all ain't going to jail. Y'all gonna be at home. Tasha like, calm down. It's all right, babe. Like, look, like, this what we gonna do? Cause my mama, you know, she just keep watching the house. So what we gonna do is we gonna go home and we gonna stay in the house and keep my mama occupied. That way, when y'all go over there, won't nobody be watching the house and y'all will be clear to go in and get shit and come back out. But y'all gotta go at night. You gotta go at night. Otherwise, the other neighbors probably gonna see y'all. So, you know, like, man, how much valuable shit in there? They was like, man, like we seen a whole lot of like silver. She had jewelry on the table. Like, man, I'm telling you, it's a whole lot of shit in there that's worth money. So Nina done start calculating that shit, and they was like, bet, all right, bet, that what we gonna do. So Miss D like, all right, so when y'all get over there, just text us when y'all get over there, so we'll, you know, go downstairs and distract our mama, and you know what I'm saying, keep this shit cool. So they like, bet. So they go on home. Everybody go their separate way. They go on home. So Tasha, Miss D, and Chastain just sitting in the house chilling, watching TV. And then like maybe 7:30, 7:45, they notice that we getting dark outside. They sitting there, Mom, you gonna come watch Family Feud with us? She like, all right. She coming in, sit down. She watching TV with them. They all trying to get letters and shit. All of a sudden, Miss D phone vibrate. She look at the phone. It's Trucking on saying they're across the street. So she looks at Chastain and Tasha, and she like, you know what I'm saying, let them know they cross the street. So they like, bet. All right, mama, you know how to solve this puzzle? What this puzzle is? Trying to keep the mama occupied. Now, mama was in there, you know, she was solving the puzzles left and right and shit. And about 10 minutes go by, they were like, all right, mama, well, you know, we're finna go upstairs. And she's like, y'all going upstairs so soon? They like, yeah, we just going upstairs, lay down, whatever. All right, baby, y'all going upstairs. So they rushed upstairs and they rushed the Chastain room because her room faces the house across the street. You can look straight out of the Chastain room and see the windows and anybody in the rooms if lights was on in their house over there. So they rushed upstairs to look out the window to see if they see, you know, a truck or, you know, Marcus anywhere. So as they looking out the window, they can see the flashlights moving around on the inside of the house. They can see like lights moving around on the inside of the house. They see that shit. So Nino and Truck and them like all downstairs. You can see lights moving through. They see that shit. And then you hear Tasha say, what the fuck is that? And they look, they like, what you talking about? She like, look at the top right window. And they all look up like at the top right window. And it's the old lady. And she's standing there in the fucking window. They're like, bruh, please don't tell me that bitch. Bruh, how the fuck is that? That lady dead. Like they started to freak out. Because now they see the lady moving from room to room. Like they can see her going from one window to the next window to the next window. So now they freaking out. Miss D freaks out. She grabs her phone. She's calling. Trucker, answer your phone. Tasha's calling. Everybody calling. Chastain calling. They all trying to call and let them know, like, I don't know what the fuck is in that house, but y'all need to get the fuck out. But Nino and them ain't answering the fucking phone. It's like they ain't got no service or something. They're not answering the fucking phones. You can still see the flashlight moving around, but they're not answering their phones, and they are blowing their fucking phones up. But they're not answering their phones. And they look out the window and they see the fucking flashlights. They see the, you know, old lady like go away from the window, like she going towards the stairs, and they throwing the phone up, looking out the window, and then they see all three of the flashlight go off at the same time. Click, they all go off. And then a couple seconds after that, you hear screams, blood-curdling screams, loud as shit. Ah! Screams so loud that all the neighbors heard this shit. Their mama even heard this shit. So everybody's rushing outside. All the neighbors are rushing outside. Like, what the fuck? The screams are loud. Whatever's going on, these are like torturing, like screams that got the neighbors like concerned. They rushing. We need police here. Hurry up. We need police here. Something going on. The screams are going crazy. Chastain them is still upstairs, looking out the window, looking into the house, trying to call, but no answer. They can hear the screams. Now the crowd is getting bigger down in the street, standing in front of the house, like, what the fuck is going on? Everybody on their phone trying to call 911. Chastain them just run down. After they couldn't get them on the phone, they sprint down the fucking stairs. Chastain, Tasha, and Mindy, they all come flying down the goddamn stairs. They run out the house. Time they open up the door to run out the house, you can just hear these boys screaming like whatever the fuck was going on was painful. Those were the screams that they heard, like they was being hurt. So they all just start to sprint to this lady's house, but their mama and the neighbors stopped them like, no, we don't know what's going on. We don't, you can't go in there. And they can hear their boyfriend screaming. They can hear Trucker. They can hear Marcus. They can hear like Nino screaming. These boys are screaming like they hurt. And they just like, let us go. We got to get in there. Let us go. And their parents and neighbors won't let them go. And these screams go on for like 5 minutes strong, like non-stop. And they stop seconds before the police pull up. Police pull up. All the neighbors are standing outside pointing at the house. They were screaming in the house. It's in the house. Go in the house. So all the police, they got the guns drawn. They pull up like 8 cars deep. They got the guns drawn. They run up the stairs. Everybody running up the stairs. They kicking the door. Boom. Going into the house and everything. Chastain, Tasha, and Mindy just standing in front of all the neighbors standing in front of the house like, just bring them out. Just bring them out. Just bring them out. They all worried. They crying. Just bring them out. Just bring them out. And the police, 2 police come out. And they got Marcus and bring Marcus out. Marcus is like fighting. They have him in handcuffs, but he's fighting. He's screaming. He's got blood on his clothes. He's babbling. What he's saying ain't even making no sense. He's just screaming. They had to tote him to a police car. He is literally like bulging away, shaking out their arm. He is going bananas, screaming his head off, still screaming like what he was saying wasn't making no sense because he was screaming at the top of his lungs trying to say it. He was covered in blood. They just threw him in the back of the fucking police car. So, of course, it's like, what the fuck? Okay, so where's Nino and them? Where's Nino and Trucker? So Chastain and Tasha just like, where's Nino and Trucker? They're going to bring them out. Bring them on out. Just come on and bring them on out. Bring them on out. Next thing they see is body bags being taken into the house. They just like, what the fuck? Like, what does that mean? What the fuck? So they standing there crying, like, just bring them out. Are they okay? Screaming at the police that have been in the house. Are they okay? Are they okay? Are the people in there that's okay? The police ain't answering them, ain't saying shit. And then all of a sudden, these body bags are wheeled out of the house, and Chastain and Tasha just drop. They just dropped to their knees like, no. They was screaming. They was flailing. Their mama couldn't understand, like, what the hell? Like, y'all, you knew them? You knew them? Like, they were just screaming and crying. They took, Marcus. Marcus didn't even get a chance to talk to Miss D. Miss D was just, like, trying to get to him, but they wouldn't let her go. They brought Nino and Trucker Body up out of the house in body bags. And, took them away. Police came over, told the neighborhood, all the neighbors that were standing out there, that those 3 boys broke into the house, but apparently somebody beat them to the punch. They said it looks like it was another culprit, maybe another group of people trying to rob the house before Nino, Marcus, and Trucker went in and murdered the 2 boys. And they, they found the other, which was Trucker. They found Marcus hiding in a pantry area in the kitchen. Like he was in this smaller area. He had squeezed his ass in and he was hiding in there. That's where they found him at. And he was babbling. He screaming. They didn't understand the fuck he was talking about. But yeah, the police told them to be on the lookout for some dangerous burglars that are, killing kids or whatever. And it had to be another group of burglars to be in the house. And I guess like they feel, them scared them when they came in and these burglars decided to kill them. That's how the police looked at it. That's what they said, they thought what happened. They told all the neighbors, keep your doors locked, keep an eye out for everything. You see anybody suspicious in the neighborhood, call the police, all that good shit. Chastain and Tasha just jumped up and ran how they were boo-hooing. They were crying so hard because they knew had no damn other group of people been in that fucking house. They knew what they saw upstairs in their fucking window. They knew what they saw and they wasn't believing that shit at all. So, of course, a couple days go by and the flyers hit the street, too dangerous, dangerous burglars on the loose, killing children. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout, lock your doors, all these warnings and shit, hit flag poles and fucking telephone poles everywhere in the neighborhood. Of course, a few days go by after that, and Miss D tries to reach out to Marcus and speak to him about what happened, but his family was like, he's in the hospital. Marcus ended up being in the hospital for 6 months. He never came back to school after that day. He was in the hospital for 6 months, and after that 6 months was up, Marcus never came back to the neighborhood. His family packed up and moved, and Marcus was gone. Miss D never saw Marcus again after that. After they talked to them that day, the beginning of that day, that shit happening, she never saw Marcus again. So she don't know what exactly happened in the house. All they know is what they saw when they was looking at their fucking house. All they know is what they heard, which the sounds of the screams was like breaking everybody's heart, because like they knew, you could tell from the screams, these people would be hurt major. But nobody wanted to go in because they didn't know what the hell was going on. So yeah, Tasha and Chastain took that shit real hard, like real hard. Blamed themselves for that shit. Had to be institutionalized for a few years behind that shit. It was really crazy on how it went down. They, you know what I'm saying, the mom, Nino mama, Trucker mama, they didn't understand. They like, our kids weren't these type of kids. They weren't the type of people that'll break into houses and do this type of shit. They had to be convinced. There had to be somebody else involved. And of course, Chastain started blaming themselves, and people started trying to unalive themselves. So they had to put them in institutions. You know what I'm saying, to help them get better, to some type of way to convince them that it wasn't their fault. For what happened to them. I'm not the person to pass judge on who fault it was. You heard the story, you be the judge. All I know is that shit hit them hard. It took them a while to bounce back from that shit. Still dealing with it to this day. Like, still dealing with this shit. Still trying to forgive themselves for even coming up with the plan of all that shit that went down. So, yeah, they still trying to cope with it. Still, it's hard to talk about. They cry talking about it. Just thinking about Nino and Trucker, it broke them down. Like, it really broke them down. They ain't done coping with this shit. This shit happened to them when they were little. These are grown ass women now, so they still like, they ain't done coping with this. That it's like they ain't found a way to cope with it yet. Because just to bring them boys' names or just to speak on them, to tell me the story, I need a minute. That happened like maybe 12 times. I need a minute. You know what I'm saying? I understood where they were coming from. Apparently, they were the love of their lives. You know how it is when you get your first little puppy love and y'all together, and y'all say y'all gonna be together forever, and all the promises you make when you were in 8th grade, and you got your little boyfriend, all that shit. Yeah, I know. So, you know what I'm saying? I can understand where they coming from. That was their first love. But they still dealing with it right now. To this day, they still trying to cope with what happened. Miss D, ever since it's happened, she been trying to cope with it too. But Miss D spent a lot of her adult years searching for Marcus, trying to find him on social media, trying to Google his name, look him up through like people searches and stuff like that. She can't find nothing on him. She can't find shit on Marcus. I mean, she still looks for him because she wants, that was her love. She wanna, you know what I'm saying, but she can't find him. She can't locate him at all. She checked Facebook. Everybody started out on Facebook. She checked Facebook. She can't find him on Facebook and no other social media platform. She don't try. She don't even went as far as like hiring private investigators and shit like that. She really want to find him. She really want to talk to him. But as of right now, she ain't had no luck with finding him. And the other two are still taking it pretty hard. So, yeah. But that was you guys' last story of the night. Sorry it had to be so sad. But that was it. Thank you, Big E. Who's Big E? So I know what name to use. Oh, Big E said $8.69. Thank you, Big E. I appreciate it. Dion sent $5. Thank you, Dion. I appreciate it. Look, it did. He said $8. Oh, look, I ain't bad. But I'm back, big back. Thank you, back. Okay, so who is Big E? So I know who to use for these stories. I needs to know. But yeah, you guys, I know it's kind of sad. I'm sorry, but it's still, I had to tell it. I got to get it out my archives. I can't leave it in there. Leave all the sad stories at the end. Y'all be crying all the fucking time. No. So I had to get that story out. I had to tell y'all that story. I hope you guys enjoyed the stories from tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow on Friday. Yes, on Fuck It Friday, because it's exactly how we feeling tomorrow, okay? We ain't let nobody bother us. It's fuck it. Tomorrow, your boss walk up to you like, why did you cut? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we at tomorrow. It's fucking Friday. So I see y'all on fucking Friday at 7:30 Eastern. Y'all make sure y'all stop and get y'all snacks, y'all cakes, y'all pies, y'all bartenders tip money, and meet me back here tomorrow so we can goddamn break it down with two more creepy ass stories. Y'all know my motto: stay safe, social distance, and don't slap the sleeves off a bitch unless she earns it. I love you guys. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they do, bitch, you better call the orca man because Auntie had nothing to do with that. Love you guys.